Imperative mood. Imperative mood, meng register. The basic makeup of the imperative mood is set in the meng register. It has two components, commands and requests. Commands are straightforward demands that someone do or not do something. By contrast, requests merely ask someone to do or not do something for the benefit of the speaker. As is also the case in English, sentences in the imperative mood usually do not include an explicit subject. So in example 1a, anda berlari, you're running, becomes in the imperative mood berlari, or lari, run. Example 1b, anda menjual, you are selling, becomes menjual, sell. Practice tip. By contrast to English, Indonesian does not have a generic equivalent to please. Instead, it uses context-specific terms such as mohon, silakan, as described in this subsection. Commands. Although the basic makeup of the imperative mood is set in the meng register, meng prefixes are usually stripped off of meng verbs that have a direct object. Example 1c, jual telur yang aneh itu, sell that weird egg, instead of menjual telur. In addition to the general rule that bound object pronoun suffixes ku, mu, nya can only be used with meng verbs, they are also disfavored in the imperative mood, even in contexts where the meng verb retains meng. Example 1d, jangan menyentuh nia is disfavored. Instead, you say jangan menyentuh Komodo itu. Prohibitions use jangan, do not. Example 2a, jangan sentuh Komodo. They can be emphasized using sekali-kali, once in a while. Example 2b, jangan sekali-kali sentuh Komodo. Never touch a Komodo dragon. Jangan sampai is sometimes used instead of jangan. Example 2a, jangan sampai sentuh Komodo. Don't touch the Komodo dragon. Especially as a synonym for jangan biarkan, not let something happen. Example 2c, you can say jangan biarkan Komodo larikan diri. Don't let the Komodo dragon escape. Or jangan sampai Komodo larikan diri. Relatedly, jangan sampai is also a synonym of supaya jangan, in order to avoid or lest. Example 2d, tutup pintu dengan rapat. Jangan sampai ada Komodo yang masuk. Close the door tightly so that no Komodo dragons can get in. Can be alternatively expressed as tutup pintu dengan rapat, supaya jangan ada Komodo yang masuk. Requests. Requests use minta mohon to request that. However, although requests strip meng off of the regular forms meminta, memohon, meng verbs that follow minta mohon are not stripped. So in example 3a, you say minta membantu kami, please help us. In negative context, some speakers prefer tidak instead of jangan because it sounds less bossy. Example 3b, mohon tidak mengganggu kami, please don't bug us. As is also the case in English, requests typically relate to actions that benefit the speaker and include invitations to partake in an activity with the speaker or to partake in the speaker's hospitality. The meng register uses silakan, please, for this latter hospitality-related context. Example 3c, silakan masuk, please come in. Similarly, asking for and granting permission uses bolehkan, silakan. Example 4, bolehkah saya melihat Komodo Anda? May I please see your Komodo? Silakan, be my guest. Imperative mood, formal register. The formal register modifies the basic makeup of the imperative mood by using extra polite elements. Commands. The verb is tagged with the suffix la. Example 1, beri makan Komodo itu becomes berilah makan Komodo itu. Feed that Komodo dragon. And meng is retained in prohibitions. Example 2, jangan sentuh Komodo itu. And the formal register is jangan menyentuh Komodo itu. Don't touch the Komodo dragon. Dipassive is used instead of active verbs, especially dilarang for official prohibitions. Example 2a, jangan makan telur yang aneh itu can be telur yang aneh itu jangan dimakan, or jangan dimakan telur yang aneh itu. Don't eat that strange egg. Example 2b, jangan beri makan Komodo can be dilarang memberi makan Komodo. Don't feed the Komodo dragon. The command can be couched in the form of advice using suffixed modal verb hendaklah or hendaknya for A. Hendaknya Komodo dihindari. Komodo dragons should be avoided. Sebaiknya, it is best to, or tidak usah, tidak perlu, no need to. Example 4b, sebaiknya pergi ke kebun binatang di pagi hari. It's best to go to the zoo in the morning. Tidak usah, tidak perlu optionally strip meng off of the meng verbs that they read on. Example 4c, tidak perlu menangis, or tidak perlu tangis. No need to cry. Requests. Bisakah, can you, is used instead of minta or mohon. So example 5, minta membantu kami becomes bisakah Anda membantu kami. Extra polite pleonasms such as sudi, to deign, sudilah kiranya, to deign to consider, to kindly allow, minta kiranya, to request or to be allowed to, and sudi apalah kiranya. 6a, sudi nyonya duduk, please kindly be seated, ma'am. 6b, saya minta kiranya nyonya jangan memakan telur yang aneh itu. I respectfully request that ma'am not eat that weird egg. Example 6c, sudi apalah kiranya nyonya memberikan bantuan kepada saya. Would ma'am please kindly help me? Imperative mood, informal register and Bahasa Batavia. The informal register and Bahasa Batavia use register-specific elements such as pronouns, word replacements, affix patterns in their commands and requests. They also modify the basic makeup of the imperative mood. Commands use either coba to try something at the beginning of a sentence, or dongya at the end, or between the verb-object pair. Example 1a, coba jual telur yang aneh itu kepada kebun binatang. Try selling that weird egg to the zoo. Example 1b, jual telur yang aneh itu kepada kebun binatang dong. Or jual dong telur yang aneh itu kepada kebun binatang. Sell that weird egg to the zoo. Requests use tolong, to help. Example 2, tolong bantu kami. Please help us. Invitations to partake in an activity with the speaker use mari ayo at the beginning of the sentence or yuk at the end. Example 3a, mari kita hindari Komodo itu. Let's avoid that Komodo dragon. Or kita hindari Komodo itu yuk. However, these terms cannot be used with jangan. Instead, let's not is translated as jangan kita. Example 3b, jangan kita sentuh Komodo. Let's not touch the Komodo dragon. Finally, mari, but not ayo, has extended meanings of mari saya, allow me to, and mari, come here, see you later. Example 3c, mari saya bantu kamu, allow me to help you. Here is a simplified aide-memoir for the imperative mood. Commands in Bahasa Batavia informal, coba or dongya. In meng register, meng stripping. And informal register, harap. Requests, tolong, mohon minta, and bisakah. Invitations, mari ayo or jangan kita, and silakan for hospitality in the meng register. Take-home lessons. Indonesian has 4 grammatical registers: standard meng register, formal register, informal register, and Bahasa Batavia. The meng register is used to derive the other 3 registers. As in English, the formal register primarily replaces ordinary words with fancy words. By contrast, informal register and Bahasa Batavia focus on transitive verbs. The informal register strips meng off of meng verbs and ber off of ber verbs. Example 1a, saya mengharapkan Anda tidak tertawa komodo yang akan saya beri makan itu. I hope that you do not laugh at the Komodo dragon I'm going to feed, becomes aku harapkan kamu tidak tertawa komodo yang akan kuberi makan itu. Bahasa Batavia truncates meng to eng, but does not truncate pung and replaces kan and e with in. Example 1b, saya mengharapkan Anda tidak tertawa komodo yang akan saya beri makan itu becomes gue nyadapin lo nya ketawa komodo yang bakalan gue nyasi makan itu. Bahasa Batavia goes hand in glove with Jakarta and borrows vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammatical elements from Javanese and Betawi. The eng spelling rules of Bahasa Batavia are closely related to the meng spelling rules of the meng register, except for bases that start with C or H. Instead of taking mun, C is replaced with ny. Instead of typing mung, H does all sorts of crazy. Bahasa Batavia not only changes the affix patterns of transitive verbs, but sometimes also introduces pronunciation changes into their bases. These affix patterns and pronunciation changes are restrictive to the transitive verbs and their verb derivatives. By contrast, noun derivatives retain their meng register forms. So example 2, harap becomes mengharapkan, and in Bahasa Batavia, nyadapin, to hope for something, but the noun hope, harapan, remains. Commands strip off meng and also use coba dong ya in informal contexts and use jangan. Example 3a, coba jual telur instead of mencoba jual telur. Requests use minta, mohon, or informal tolong and tidak. Example 3b, mohon tidak mengganggu kami. Please don't bug us. Here's our joke. Grammar. This series of video presentations includes original material that illustrates key concepts in Indonesian grammar. The following scene includes dialogue that is composed of model sentences based on this presentation.